Hello friends and welcome to Miss Debbie's STEM class. Before we get started with our lesson today, let's say our hello song. Here it goes. Hello, hello. Can you clap your hands? Hello, hello. Can you clap your hands? Can you reach up high? Can you touch your toes? Can you turn around? Can you say hello, 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 hello? Can you stomp your feet? Hello, hello. Can you stomp your feet? Can you reach up high? Can you touch your toes? Can you turn around? Can you say hello, hello? Hello everybody, and like I said, welcome to Miss Debbie's STEM class. Today we are going to have lots of fun thinking like engineers. Engineers are people who build things and they find solutions to many problems in the world. Now what we are going to be doing is we are going to be thinking like an engineer when we build the tallest tower. What you're going to need for our lesson today is some blocks of different shapes and sizes if you have them. Miss Debbie doesn't have any blocks hanging around the house because my kids are older now, but I do have lots of boxes. So if you don't have blocks like me, you can grab some boxes for this lesson and you'll be just fine. I gathered all different shapes and sizes. I have some boxes here from Amazon. I have some tiny little jewelry boxes. I also have some cylinder-shaped boxes, a shoe box, another big box. But before I get started, I am going to think about what I'm going to build and how I'm going to build it so that I can make it the tallest tower ever. So let's get started. If you've ever built a tower with blocks before, you've probably either knocked it over on purpose or by accident. Because sometimes the taller our tower gets, the more it becomes unstable. That means it's going to fall. It can't really stand very strong and tall because it starts to get a little bit wobbly. So today we are going to try to build a tall tower that's stable on the bottom but taller on the top. Now for many years, over the centuries, people have been building tall towers. This is the Eiffel Tower in France, and if you can see here by looking, it's very tall on the top and thin, and when it comes down it gets a little bit wider on the bottom. This is a pyramid and it's built the same way. It's not as tall, but it has a very wide bottom that makes it very stable so that it won't fall over. Now think about something before we build our structures. If you're standing up and you decide to stand on one foot, do you get a little bit wobbly? That's just like building one tall structure. But if you put out both your feet and you stand up tall, try it now. You're a little more stable. You don't feel as wobbly. So that's what we're going to be thinking about when we design our tall tower. So before we get started, Miss Debbie's going to ask you a few questions. Which block should I start with? Should I start with the smallest block and work my way up with bigger blocks? Ooh, look at that. It didn't even work with the first one. So maybe I should start with something a little bit bigger. Let's see. Maybe we'll start with my tissue box. And I want to make it as tall as I can. So I am going to put a tall block on there. And I'm going to put this one on. I bet it's going to get really tall. That was not very stable, was it? So what I'm going to have to do is think about what I did and see if I can change things to make it a little bit more stable. Take these off, and I started with this size, so maybe the bottom was not as stable as it could be. So what should I do to make the bottom a little bit more stable? That means to make it balance a little bit better. Should I go for something a little bit bigger? Or maybe the biggest box that I have? Let's try the biggest box that I have. Okay, so I've started with the biggest box that I have. Now, should I go with another small box? What do you think? Do you think that would make it very stable? Maybe not. Let's see. Let's try a box that's almost this size, but a little bit smaller. Maybe we'll go with this box. And do you notice Miss Debbie is not putting the box the tall way here, because I wanted to give the base a little more width and make it a little more stable. So now I'm going to put this box on next. We're going to see how many boxes high Miss Debbie can make her tower. So I think I might start with this box next. I'm almost not going to be able to see you. And I think I will start with this one next. It's still pretty stable. Maybe I'll start with my tissue box. Ooh. Yes, that's balancing pretty good. Now maybe I'll start with this on the top. This is getting pretty tall. I have another one. I think I'll put that one on top too. So you get the idea. So what Miss Debbie would like for you to do is, once you've built your structure as high as you can, I want you to push it with your finger a little bit. Push it in different spots to see how stable it is. It's pretty stable. It's not going to fall over. Now, if you want to get this as high as you can, Miss Debbie recommends getting the help from an adult or a brother, older brother or sister, anybody that's around that can help you maybe stand on a chair or stand on a stool so that you can try to make your tower as high as you can. And the most helpful thing is to start on a flat surface. If you start on a rug, sometimes it's a little bit unstable, but a table or a floor that's very flat would be a great starting point. Now another fun game, whoopsie, that one went over. Another fun game that you could play that involves a little bit of math is to build your tower with your blocks or your boxes, and to have a die or some playing cards around, and you're going to scatter your blocks or your boxes around, and you're each going to take a turn rolling the die. Miss Debbie got a 4. So what I'm going to do is pick 4 of my boxes or my blocks, and I am going to build a stable structure with the 4 blocks that I picked. Then it's someone else's turn, and they're going to roll the die, and however many they got on the die, they're going to add on to what you've already built. And you're going to see how tall of a structure and how stable of a structure you can make by working together. Okay, so I hope you had a lot of fun with that activity. Now we're going to be working with trying to make the tallest tower we can using cups. Okay, so now we're going to see if we can make the tallest tower using some cups. Miss Debbie highly recommends using plastic cups when doing this activity. I have some red Solo cups here. They're a little bit bigger. I also have some Dixie cups here. They're little paper cups, and some plastic cups. Whatever cups you have around, as long as they are not glass, will work perfect for this activity. If you don't have any plastic cups and you have a pool noodle hanging around, you could also cut the pool noodle into pieces the same size, and you could use those as cups when you're building your tower. So first, Miss Debbie is going to start off and try to see how tall I can make my tower of cups. What I'm going to do is take 1 cup and I'm going to put it down like this, and then I am going to put another cup on top. That's 2. Another cup on top. That's 3. Another one on top. That's 4. Let's see how tall I can get it until it becomes unstable and it wobbles. Oh! 4. 4 cups high. That's how high Miss Debbie got her cups, until one fell over because it started to become a little unstable. So now I have to think like an engineer would. I have to think of a way to make this taller, but make it a little bit more stable so that it won't fall down. So maybe we could use the same technique we used when building our block tower. We decided to make our base a little bit more stable by making it a little bit wider. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start with 3 cups on the bottom. And I'm going to put a little bit of space in between. And then I'm going to put another cup here. And another cup here. And another cup here. So did I make this a little bit taller than the 4 cups I had? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's only 3 high. So I have another idea. By making my base a little bit wider, I could go a little bit taller and still have it stable so it won't fall over. So Miss Debbie is going to add 2 more to the bottom. So I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to put another cup between the 2 cups on the bottom. It's getting taller. I'm going to add cups onto these 2 cups on the bottom. And I am going to add 2 cups to these 3 cups on the bottom. How tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I can make it 1 more taller than I did with my cups in the beginning. Yes, 5. I have it 5 cups high and it's pretty stable. Now what you could do is, you could pretend there's an earthquake and check to see how strong your tower is. You can shake the table a little bit. We shook the table and it didn't fall over. So that's a very stable structure. That was lots of fun building the tallest tower with blocks and cups. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Miss Debbie misses you all so much and I can't wait to see you again. So until I see you again next week, stay happy and healthy, my friends. Bye.